This week at the Masters, you're going to see a lot of different short shots hit around the greens, and that's the thing that I love about Augusta National. It offers so many different options. One of the things that you will see, one of the shots that you're going to see, is this sort of high lofted kind of flop shot where the ball is way up into the air. It kind of lands close and then it rolls out. Now, this is a shot that many of you struggle with because you don't quite know what you're doing or how to get this ball to have trajectory. And really, it's a very simple thing. The first thing that you're going to do is when you grip the club, I want you to just grip it open just a little bit. Even though it might be a 60-degree wedge, I still want to activate some bounce here. I want this club to glide along the ground. And the second thing I want you to pay attention to is when we're trying to get trajectory, I want the handle of the club to remain close to my lead hip as I go through. If I get that handle running away from me, this golf ball is going to come out a little bit lower, a little bit fast, and it's going to go flying through, not have the trajectory that I want. What I want to do is I want to keep that handle very close to my lead hip, and what will happen is the ball will go very high, be very, very soft, and it's not going to roll a lot. And this is what happens at Augusta National. Those green speeds are very, very fast. The greens can get very firm, and as you're hitting these shots, the ball can tend to run away from you. You're going to see a lot of these flop shots or high lofted shots. That's how you're going to do it. Pay attention to that handle and its proximity to the hip. Now, another shot that you're going to see is going to be sort of this low shot. I've got a 9-iron in my hand here. And what you're going to see when you see this shot is the ball is going to land very close to the player, and it's going to run a long distance, far greater than they are used to. And the reason why is the green speeds are so much faster than a normal week. So that's a 9-iron there. And it just hits that other ball. But you can see when I hit that shot, I landed that ball right about here, is almost maybe 15% of the way. And as I do that with this 9-iron, because there's not a lot of spin on that ball, this one's got a chance to go in. Let's pay attention. Dave, have you got it? Oh! Look at how that ball continues to go flying away from the hole. As we are doing this, we have to make sure that we have great tempo. And what I mean by that is, so many times you get into here and then you rush this thing or you flick this club head, and as you do that, it changes the loft, it changes the speed, and the ball comes out and it jumps off the face. What we're thinking about when we're doing this is almost like a putt. I'm not holding it like a putter, but it's almost like a putt with the tempo. And now it kind of traps out, lands about where I want it to land, and then will continue to roll down to the hole. That's what you're doing with a 9-iron. Now, you may even see a little 6-iron shot. And these little 6-iron shots, this was very popular many, many years ago. But at Augusta National, it is still played that way, or can still be played that way, because the area around the greens allows for it. When I start hitting a shot like this with a 6-iron, this is where I'm going to switch my grip to like a putter grip. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this like a putter, and I'm going to continue to swing this with great tempo. That ball will land still very close to me, still closer than the 9-iron, but you can see it's fairly soft when it comes out. And this shot here, the reason why I'm a big fan of this shot is because it allows me to have that feel of the putting stroke. So I'm a little bit close. When you get into the shot, you're going to feel like the heel of the club is just slightly in the air because the club shaft is a little bit taller. And then it's the same exact thing. We're just brushing. And that ball's going to run right through that fairway and get onto the green and run like a putt. The final option, and this is an option that I think for you at home may be the best option, and that is the hybrid. And the reason why I love this so much is because it's got so much surface area right here on the bottom of the club. So this club is going to glide along the ground. And if I bottom out a little too soon, it's still going to move along the ground like a putt. And I want you to, again, do exactly what you did with the 6-iron. You're going to feel those shoulders sort of up and down like a seesaw. And here, when I do this, this is just a putt. I'm not even thinking about a landing area here. What I'm thinking about is, how hard do I need to hit this? If this were all green and this were a putter, how hard would I need to hit this ball to get down to the hole? This looks pretty good. This looks really good. This looks fantastic. That's how I want you to do this. I want you, when you get over this, to just imagine, how hard do I need to hit this? Don't let this bother you, because the hybrid is going to be able to offset that. It's amazing how that works. The final thing I'm going to tell you when you're hitting these short shots, particularly when you see this around Augusta National, you do not want to leave these shots up the hill. Don't be afraid to let that ball get a little bit past the hole, because when you're putting back up the hill, what you're going to do is you're going to slow the green speeds down, which will allow you to play less break, which will allow you to make more putts.